everyone, and welcome. My name is Lat the Redeemed, and today we're going to be bringing you another Infinite Magicraid tutorial video. Today we're going to be focusing on progression. We've got a brand new, 2-day-old, free-to-play account. We've done Chapter 1 and 2 already, and we have 5 elite or better heroes. These heroes are just the ones that you get for free. These are the ones that everyone should have at this point in the ballgame. We haven't had to use any of our wishes to summon, and we've just sort of run them through the campaign and haven't done anything special other than bare bones setting up with gear. So our game plan for today is to figure out how are we going to progress efficiently through the game and set ourselves up for future success. So the first piece is we're going to check the events, and we're going to take a look at everything that is available to us and make sure that we are optimizing our time and going after events where we can get decent rewards and ignoring events where we cannot. The second is we're going to collect all the rewards that are due to us, whether that's daily sign-on rewards or whether there's daily quests we need to take a look at. And also make sure that we pick up the auto loot every few hours. We're going to check the market and get our free refresh and buy anything that makes sense for our accounts. And then we're going to jump into the campaign and just go as far as we can without having to invest any resources into the 5 characters that we have. Once we've done all those things, we'll be back and we'll regroup on what the next stage is. Alright, so let's just go in order here. First off, we're going to check the events. What we're looking for is events where we're already going to be doing things and maybe a slight expenditure of resource will get us outsized rewards. We're also looking for events that we don't want to take advantage of. So the first that we definitely will is going to be the beginner start goals. This is available to all your new accounts. And for right now, we're just going to challenge campaign stages to get the points as the tower mark isn't open. We'll go ahead and take that. And you can see you accumulate a certain number of points. You'll probably see them as you finish the campaign flashing up on your screen. And you can start getting into some nice rewards. This allows your legends to increase their skill levels. There's some cash. There's some nice wishes that you can get. So highly recommend doing this one. There's also a ranking that you can get if you're particularly efficient at getting the points. Then you can rank in the top. We're not ranked right now. You need 100 points, but you can see you get some category 4 eggs. You get some more skill ups and some gems. So worth doing if you're going to be playing a fair bit anyway. Protect Sword Harbor is an event that's going on right now. It may or may not be going on. When you come back, you acquire these sort of shields just from doing the normal things that you would do during the day. At the end, you can trade these things in for stamina or coin, as well as some runes for wishes. 100% increase in auto drop rewards. There's really nothing for us to do here. This is just the normal auto drop where you get new pieces every 30 seconds. The rewards are doubled for the next couple of days. So we're going to go ahead and claim those and grab them. Yeah, that's enough to level us up. Some more stamina. Very nice. Drop back into Loot's Guild Arena competition. We're not in a guild yet, so that won't apply. Here's an example, challenge Negia. Negia is one of the dungeons that you go to accumulate loot. If you beat Negia enough times, you can start getting some rather nice gear. However, as a beginning player, one, we don't have access to Negia, and even when we do, we're not going to be able to progress very far because our heroes and our teams aren't really where they need to be yet. So I would pass on trying to get anything for Negia. You're just going to use a lot of stamina to maybe get some very early rankings and not enough to make it worthwhile, considering what else you could use that stamina for. Wish goals. So this one just started. These run periodically every week or two. I believe if you've got one running, it can be a good way to use your wishes up all at one time to get some nice rewards. You can also rank up in the events, and you can get some very nice rewards if you place highly in the events. Now, as a brand new account, if this is running, fantastic. You can spend all of your wishes and runes here. However, if it isn't running, I wouldn't let that stop me from using up my runes. The most important thing is to get a solid team going up front. Once you have a base solid team that you can play the game with, then it makes sense to start saving up those runes and wait for these type of events. That way you get a 2-for-1 benefit from the runes. You get the benefit of just using them to try to get better heroes, but you also can start collecting some of these pieces of loot, and some of these things are actually quite nice, and like these scrolls for skilling up legends are very rare. So that's the approach I would take there. Same idea with hero training goals. Now you get points here for essentially leveling up or ranking up your characters. As a brand new character, I wouldn't worry about this. Whether or not one of these events is running, go ahead and level aggressively until you get a team that can enjoy the game and progress through. However, once you've got a relatively stable team, I would save off from major moves on leveling or ranking up until this type of event is running. Again, as a free-to-play player, you're looking for 2-for-1 type of deals where you get the benefit of increasing the skill and leveling of your heroes, as well as you can pick up some extra rewards from the training goal. And then just looking ahead, we can see there's some more events coming. Again, depending on when you watch this video, these events may or may not be coming up, but I like to keep an eye on it. And then the calendar gives you an overall view. You can see we're on Friday, you can see what events are running, and you can see what events are coming, at least through about middle of next week. So with the events checked off, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to see, are there any awards anywhere that we should be getting? So I can see there's some over here. In the friends list. Now, friends are something you can have up to 30 friends. Maintenance of the friends list is something that's worth doing. I'm going to go ahead and claim. You get a few basic wishes, as well as 25 points of stamina. One thing that you can do, I'm not going to do it now, is when you're building up your list, you can look for at the bottom players who haven't logged in for a while. You can start, let's assume that DMG, 16 hours, he's probably not coming back. It's obviously an exaggeration, but we'll go ahead and delete him. That'll open up more space. We've got a number of players that have requested that they become our friends, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. We'll drop some applications in later, but we want to get up to 30, and we want this list to be as filled with active players as we possibly can in order to accumulate some of these sort of free things every day. So that's all that I'm seeing. Well, we got some quests going here. All right, so we got the daily quest. Let's see what we've, so just from having done a few things this morning, you can see we've got things that we can claim. There's 10 of these items every day, 10 of these line items, I should say. You want to try to get them all done. It's free stuff. Some gems. These are the Shield of Faith that we use for an event that's going on. A couple of pulls of wishes and some player account bonuses. We have a collection quest, a couple. These, it's like a progression of quests. As you play the game, you will naturally start filling these out. I wouldn't worry at this point too much about trying to accomplish these, just let them happen. But you also pick up some additional runes, you pick up some additional skill ups. Same with the accumulation quests. Wouldn't worry too much, they'll sort of happen naturally, but you do get good rewards from them. So we just want to go ahead and collect all that stuff. With the rewards collected, let's pop over to the market. And again, let's remember, with the market, we're looking for things that are good uses for our money. I've already been in this morning, and I usually pick up the heroes, and I pick up the EXP. I don't usually pick up the equipment. This is 600,000 for, it's a nice 5-star boot, but it is common, which means it's on the lower end of the spectrum of utility over the long term. So I'm not going to spend 600,000 on it. Now, if there's a piece in here that really makes your character and you think is going to help you move on, sure. It's coin that's relatively easy to get a hold of. Now, like I said before, I stopped buying the refined rune shards. I couldn't make it make sense. If you've got, just quick math, if you've got a 60% chance from a refined rune shard of picking up a 1-star hero, and a 1-star hero costs 10,000, that's about 6,000 worth of value. Now, I know that, the 2-star are 60,000 and the 3-star I believe are 600,000. But when you add it up and you add the probabilities of hitting it, you end up with a number that's much closer to 60,000 than you do 120,000. So again, I don't recommend the rune shards. If you've got a ton of cash, fine. It certainly doesn't hurt. Now we've collected all of the rewards, we've checked the market. Now we're going to pop into the campaign. I'm just going to drop in, and the idea here is we're going to run through the campaign without really adjusting our characters, our heroes at all. I just want to see how far they can get. I'm going to guess they're going to get probably just about all the way through the third campaign. And once we've done that, we'll come back and we'll reevaluate where we are and move on to the sort of next phase of the daily game plan, the daily loop that we go through when we're trying to build on the progression early on. All right, let's go ahead and pop into campaign. Sort of as we expected, Silvermoon Forest is available. I expect we'll get pretty much to the end, though I don't think we'll beat it. So we'll go ahead and get started and come back. And yes, you can see we did make it to 310 before we were defeated. We did make some pretty good progress on our heroes. We got leveled up to 22 or so on the main characters. Now let's pop back over and take a look at our heroes. And that's kind of gonna be the next piece. So we do have these 5 heroes. We've got 3 epics, and we've got these 2 elites. I think the time for the elites is about over, so I think the next phase for us is going to be, let's go ahead and summon some of the shards that we've got, see if we can pull some more elites so that we can build a little bit stronger team, and then we'll take a little bit of time to look at itemization of those and see if we can get some better gear to help us progress through. If we have to, we can use some experience pots to increase their levels, or maybe even see if we're close enough to be able to get a 4-star up to a 5-star. We'll do that in our next video. So just for this one, want to remember, this is all part of the main loop, right? So you're going to check your rewards, you're going to check your events, you're going to get your auto loot, you're going to check your quest progression, you're going to drive through as far into the campaign as you can, and then you're going to come back and you're going to reevaluate and make the adjustments you need for your team. As the game opens up going forward, there'll be some additional areas. You may go to dungeons to try to find some loot. There's some mini games which will open up, which will give you the ability to capture more new loot. There's the arena, which is fun. That's kind of a PvP system. Where, you can also get rewards for that, and it gives you another opportunity to build interesting teams. So I think the video is long enough for today, so we're going to call it there. I do appreciate you sticking around to listen. I would ask, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, please like. It helps build the channel and helps provide the opportunity to create new videos for you all. Again, my name is Lat. Thank you, and have a good day.